And we are back. And today's or this time's session should be quite infernal in difficulty. We are going to the ogre dungeon, which in my previous attempt to play this game, where I went there, I encountered some enemies called whip bats, and they really made me load the game on my save state several times before I managed to survive them. So that's going to be fun. And what else? Alright, I was supposed to just look into my inventory and then cast the create food spell. So yeah. And since we can't cross the river, we have to go around, so even that's short distance of 8 tiles, going to be significantly longer. But that's just the game. And I'm not sure if I have enough time to spell up after entering, so I feel like I should just cast things now and be done with it, except that I want to start with the haste spell, because it doesn't scale in strength, only in duration, I think. And if I start with that, then it's going to be the one to take the hit and degrade. Whereas the strength spell, which is maybe the most important buff I have at this time, will be at full power. So yeah, let's enter, and we can immediately see that the cave is actually quite spacious rather than the one tile wide corridors you've seen before. And I think that's just an aesthetic choice from the developer, because it does not really matter in this game. But in the sequels it does. There are enemies in the sequels that are, I think, up to 4 tiles wide. But in this first game they're just 1 by 1. And you have a demon flail. So that's going to be your #1 priority. Take him down. And for some reason you're not aiming at brains at the moment, so let's change that. It's probably because you were charmed, or rather possessed, before. And you're actually already using an iron cutlass. So let's keep holding that one to deal with the demon ogre, and you'll be able to tie down this one here. Okay, someone's teleporting. That probably signifies an fairy armor being used, and that's something that I definitely want to acquire. I just don't think I have enough stopping power right now, because my buffer was quite exhausted. What should I do? try and stun him, I guess, but it's not going to work against an ogre because they have so high strength stat. But I'll see, bolt might work. Well, you might be able to succeed in severe wound, but it's not that likely. So let's try making him pain. That seemed to work. And you're afraid, which means that we can hit you in your back and keep you from defending yourself. On the other hand, I do need to cause some damage to this one, or he'll wake up on his round and nothing will have happened. I wonder if the +2 arbalest starts reloaded if I were to equip it. Well, let's try it. Yeah, it did. That should hopefully keep him from getting up and fleeing from this battle. Hold on. Where's the one with the demon flail? Oh. I wonder if he turned invisible. Damn. It looks like this one did not recover. But where is that flail guy? This is very strange. I could try casting Reveal, if I remember the words for it, that is. Right. But did it in fact reveal that one ogre, the demon flail? It did not. Strange. Very strange. Because I don't think the enemy can change their weapons in combat. Even though we've seen the Orc Chieftain drop both a good longbow and his great axe. I just don't know. We did get the flail. Perhaps I got something else. This is quite valuable, luckily. As for the malls, I feel like, well, they're not very valuable, and they're more valuable than spear. Because we just have to loot them to keep our American skill up to speed. Right. Small sword. Iron short sword, that's a good find. Warhammer. +1 crossbow. Okay, so we can see the magical pluses on the enemy weapons. My mistake. But yeah, engaging him in melee means now that he won't shoot. Because he can't shoot. And you need to go around to keep them from getting where our back row is. Luckily your attack's back enough punch to drop them. And you have Staff of Regeneration. Well, at least that's valuable. I just don't know if I need it for my own use. But he's behind the wall, so wonder if there's a spell I could use to deal with him. But most of the wizard spells are projectile based. There was an actual sleep spell in the sequel that did not shoot a projectile. But I don't think it exists in this game. I could try, but I don't think it exists. No. Well, we could confuse him, and that might, at the very least, control the number of charges the ogre will be spending in this fight. And did I even remember that spell correctly? Well, no way of knowing. I think he prioritizes on targeting himself, so at least now we know who he is. Could try and whittle him down. The Delvin foil is just so damn good. Didn't you have a good weapon skill as well? You'd possibly try aiming at the brain with you as well. You have the same. I guess this is the point where you start actually aiming where it hurts. Exit maybe on you. You have 3 adjectives better. No, actually it was striking, not skillful. So you have 1 worse. But fencing is by itself very accurate. But the 4 points of increased armor. What kind of damage are you dealing? 7 to 14. So you'd be... If they have 3 points of armor, which I don't remember if that's the case, then plus 4 armor for aiming at the brain, that would mean mitigation of 7 points. So you deal 0 to 7 points of damage multiplied by 4, multiplied by 2. So up to 56 points, I guess. But you might also hit for 0. Let's see what happens. I think you deal less damage by hitting the brain rather than hitting into vital organs. And again, while I could finish up this fight immediately by hitting at the only surviving ogre, I felt like hitting some of the unconscious ones for some skill gains, which should be beneficial in the long run. Naboot. Salad. 5 pounds. I have no idea what that is, but let's pick it up in case we end up using it. And iron short sword we're going to pick up because of its material. I think everyone already has a helmet. Indeed. And that's a helmet as well. Weight it's 5. I think. And we can get rid of the keyman. And make your head full of salad. Right. And I guess we're going to keep picking up the moles. It's interesting how the random weapon algorithm in this game has given them a variety of bludgeoning weapons instead of just their default mauls. It seems like there's a higher chance for them getting another bludgeoning weapon of mace type. But then we have the ones with the small swords and crossbows. It'll be really interesting to see the code. But I don't think I have that opportunity.